How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. Madden NFL 26 franchise mode. We got the Seahawks. They're a final NFC non-playoff team, and then we got playoff teams, so that should be fun. As per usual, 5 seasons, injuries on, not made it realistic. If I say some names wrong, I apologize in advance. It's a video game at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. We're just having some fun and bag on EA. Like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment down below some of my videos. Go to our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like their content from me, TJP. With that all being said, get on to the gameplay. All right, so let's take a look at this roster that the Seahawks have here. So we've got Sam Darnold as the QB, which is cool. Halfback Dennis Walker III, Zach Charbonnet, and then Damian Martinez. Robbie's going to be the fullback. Wide receivers got Cooper Kupp. You got Jackson Jigba and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Torrey Horton's up there too. Noah Fant is the tight end right now. Left tackles, you got Charles Cross. Gray Zabel as the left guard. Center's going to be Oluwatimi. Right guards, Anthony Bradford is the top guy. Abraham Lucas, the right tackle. Whoa. Huh. Mason Richford. Look at that picture. Nice picture. DeMarcus Lawrence is your left edge. Right edge should be Boye Mafe. Williams at the defensive tackle spot. No Sams. Mike should be Jones the fourth. Knight's going to be or Will. Corners, Witherspoon, Woolen, and Griffin. Top 3 dudes. Free safety, Julian Love. Strong safety, Kobe Bryant. Kicking is Myers. Punting is Dixon. Long snapper is Chris Stoll. And that's all she wrote. So... all right, let's take a look here at the rosters. Well, actually, we just looked at. Let's look at the trade. That's what I want to look at, the trade center, because I want to see the picks. We have a lot of money to work with here. Do we have our picks? We just don't have a 7th. Other than that, everything else is there. Let's see what free agents are available. We got to look at the improved team as well. Let's see. Fullback, I guess, is fine. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Justin Simmons, Juwan Bentley, Amari Cooper, Douglas. Some good guys here. I'm trying to think. I guess I'm going to take a shot on Gilmore just for the season. Why not? Pick him up. I don't know. I think this roster, I updated it, but I don't know if it's still there. I mean, we could review this off for Hankins. I'm curious to see actually what we can get. Hunt. I mean, Hankins, he's an expiring, I think. Young. We can get like a Keon White, who's a little bit younger, left edge, as well as a 7th round pick. I think I'll do that with the Patriots, actually. And that, I think that's fine because, yeah, that works for me. So that's gonna be it, I think, for now. I'm gonna simulate to the midseason point. We'll see how this team does, and then we'll go from there. So we're kind of struggling a little bit, 2 and 5. You can see there the points per game, pass yards, rush. Actually, we're doing a good job rush. Defense is solid. Offense hasn't been too hot. Yeah, like I said, we're 2 and 5, which isn't great. Let's take a look at the stats right now. Sam Darnold has not been doing amazing. 6 TDs, 1 interception. Not a lot, but 96 more pass rating is okay. 60% completion percentage, 1,191 yards. Kenneth Walker, 553 TDs. That's good. Sam Darnold, 114, 83 and 2 from Zach. Cooper Kupp, 302, 4 TDs, 254 and 2 from Jackson Jigba. Noah Fant, 220, 191 from Marquez Valdez-Scantling. You got your sacks allowed. A couple guys are 6, 3 from Bradford, 2 from Oluwatimi. And then Zabel's going to be the left guard with 1. 47 tackles from Ernest Jones IV. Kobe Bryant with 36, 35 from Witherspoon, 33 there from Tyrese Knight. Love, 26, same thing with Williams and Woolen, 25 from Lawrence, and it dips from there. 8 from Lawrence, 6 from Williams, 3 from White. A couple guys 1, a couple guys a half sack. Interception, just 1 guy. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return right there. And yeah, that's really about it. So, cool. Yeah, let's negotiate some contracts. And yeah, there's some guys that want to keep around. So we'll try to do that. I guess at this point, might as well just try to go for a good pick. We have these guys on options too, which is good. Witherspoon and Jackson to be the Jigabos. So everybody else here, yeah, let's just try to see if we can sign a couple of these dudes, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I negotiated some of the guys back. I think I'm just going to keep the team as is, rest of the way. There's really nothing for me to do other than that. Gosh, I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that I really want to go after. Yeah, or do I want to get like myself another draft pick? I mean, I could try to get myself another draft pick. I mean, we don't really need it. I think I'm good. I think I'm just going to stay with the rest of the season. We're probably going to end up not making the playoffs this year since we're 2-5. And I think, yeah, we just go for a good pick. Now, I just got to double check to make sure. Load in the draft class. We're going to choose a draft class. Select from the download center. And select this one. This is the one I always use. And that's pretty much about it. So, let's get that out of the way. And we will advance on. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, I mean, somehow we could turn around and get in the playoffs, but I highly doubt it. We actually ended up going 8-9 the rest of the way, so that's not too bad. We almost made the playoffs. Solid second half of the season, but yeah, just not quite enough to get a spot. But I do think next year we should hopefully be better. So let's take a look at the stats and awards. Sam Darnold, I didn't really throw a lot. I mean, 3,804 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 90.9 passer rating, 65% completion percentage. I just didn't really quite do as great as I wanted to, so maybe we can get ourselves a quarterback in the draft. Kenneth Walker third, 1,424 yards, 11 TDs, 316 and 5 from Zach Charbonnet. Sam Darnold, 252 and 3. In terms of receiving, Cooper Kupp, 730 and 8. And he missed some time, 679 and 3 from Jackson to Jigba. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 470, no TDs, 425 and 1 from Noah Fant. 271 from Horton. Sacks allowed, 16 from Cross, a couple guys of 9, a couple guys of 7. 102 tackles from Ernest Jones the fourth, 80 from Witherspoon, a couple guys of 78, 77 from Bryant, a couple guys of 60, 56 from Williams, 42 from Gilmore, 41 from Ross. DeMarcus Lawrence, 16.5 sacks, 12.5 from Williams, 5 from Boye, 3 from White, 2.5 from Knight, Drake Thomas 2, 1.5 from Murphy the second, Jones the fourth with 1, a couple guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, a couple guys 3, a couple with 2, a couple with 1. You have kicking, you have your punting, you have your kick return, and you have your punt return as well. Right there. Not too bad. Alright. Here we go. Let's simulate to the offseason, and we're just going to take a look and see how this team does in the offseason. As soon as I'm winning the Super Bowl, try to see if we make some improvements. Ravens beat the Eagles 17-10. Mike Green, Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, NFL MVP. John Harbaugh, Coach of the Year, Ravens. Devontae Smith, Offense Player of the Year, Eagles. Defense Player of the Year, TJ Watt, Steelers. Cam Ward, Titans. Offense Rookie of the Year, Defense Rookie of the Year, Jalen Walker of the Falcons. All right. So, what do we got going on here? We got the offseason, so let's do it. Let's advance on to it. I kind of zoned out. I think I showed you guys the recap. I don't even remember, honestly. If I didn't, then I'll show it again at the end of next season. But I'm pretty sure I did show it. Either way. Except these two guys. I did already negotiate contracts with a lot of these dudes. Whether or not they stay, I don't know. I hope they do. We actually have a lot of money for free agency, which is great. All right, we got a lot of guys I want to test, but you know what? Let me try to see if I can get some of these dudes back that I already offered contracts, see if they want to resign or if they're going to just say screw it and test free agency. So let me figure it out. I'll let you guys know who we sign, and we'll go from there. All right, so a lot of these guys want to test, so that's fine. I'm just going to let them test. We have a lot of money anyway in free agency, so you know what? I don't even need to restructure contracts. I can offer a lot of these dudes just outright. We should be good. I should be able to get most of these guys back, or even find like better players like Aiden Hutchinson. I wouldn't mind getting him. So I'll look around and see if there's anybody we can pick up here, and we'll let you guys know when I have an update. All right, so free agency recap. I did a lot of motions. We got Jaquan Brisker, Shad White, Kevin Byard III, Rondell Moore, Boye Mafe back on the team, Kyle Van Noy, Jordan Meredith, Coleman Shelton, Nicholas Morrow, and Justin Strnad. So it's not bad for the squad coming in season number 2. But we got the draft as well, so I'll show you guys the pick that we make. And then we'll head on to season number 2. All right, so we pick 15. So the thing is, I do want a quarterback. I really do. I really want to get a quarterback. So, I mean, We need one. Now, Lenoris Sellers is a good QB. He is a good QB. Josh Presley is another guy. These guys are all like, well, those two guys really. It's almost like I should take one of them, and I am. I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take. I take Sellers or I take Presley. I think I'm gonna take Sellers. So I need a QB. I know it's not great, but you know what? I needed a QB. So he's got a lot of upside, I think. So that's gonna help us out. We'll do the rest of the picks, and then we'll see you guys at the recap. Let's look at the draft recap. We're gonna view the contract details. So yeah, Sellers is right there. We did get ourselves a couple halfbacks, another corner, and a couple edges. So pretty solid. I mean, like I said, I needed a QB. So helps me out there. And yeah, let's on season number 2. All right, so let's take a look at the roster for season number 2. I'm gonna view the roster. Now, Sam Darnold's still there as the QB, but we do have Sellers now, so he could be something. I mean, we also have Miller. I don't think Miller's gonna be much, so he's not. He's not there, so we'll rock with Sellers, see what he could do. We still have Sam Darnold though, QB. Halfback, Kenneth Walker third, Todd White, Zach Charbonnet, top 3 dudes. Fullback is gonna be Robbie still. We've got Jack Smith-Jigba at the wide receiver spot with Rondell Moore and Torrey Horton. Noah Fant at the tight end spot. Left tackle Charles Cross. Zabel's going to be at the left guard spot. Center's going to be Shelton. Right guard is Bradford. Right tackle is Lucas. Keon White's going to be left edge. Right edge is going to be William Maffei. Next tackle Leonard Williams. No Sams. Mike's Ernest Jones IV. Tyrese Knight at the will spot. Corners Witherspoon, Woolen, Pritchard. We don't have a lot of corners, surprisingly. Julian Love at the free safety. Brisker at the strong safety. Kicking is Myers. Punting is Dixon. Stoll is your long snap as well. So, all right. Yeah, let's take a look at the schemes. I'm going to make sure those work best for us. So, multiple zone run, 69%. Is that our best? I don't think it is. It is not. We could do spread, or we could do West Coast zone. I'll do West Coast zone run. And then defensively, we got a lot of things we could do here. Let's just do base 3-4. And I think that works for me. So, all right, let's take a look, see what free agents are out there as well to improve the team. Just as anybody that we want to invite, add. Center right now is Coleman Charlton. We have Lusigan as well. I mean, it's not the best, but I don't know why it's F rated. Fullback is D rated, but that makes sense. All right. I think we're just going to kind of keep the team as is. We'll see what happens. If at the midseason point we're struggling, I might make some trades. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. But for now, let's just see how this team does, and I'll see you guys in the season point. We are struggling mightily. 1-6. Absolutely well, not pathetic, but putrid. We'll say putrid. Not good. It's not good. We're struggling. We got injuries as well, which doesn't really help. But at the same time, we are not performing up to standards. Sam Darnold is throwing 7 interceptions. I think that's it from him. 1,039 yards, 8 7 interceptions, 65% completion percentage, 85.6 pass rating. Not really going to cut it. Rush-wise, Kenneth Walker third, 395, 3 TDs, 94 and 2 from Zach Charbonnet, 90 from Sam Darnold. Receiving-wise, Jack Smith-Jigba with 382, 3 TDs, 303 and 1 from Torrey Horton. 250 from Rondell Moore, Noah Fant, 158, 2 TDs. Sacks allowed, you've got 8 from Lucas, 6 from Cross, couple guys, 3, 1 from Shelton. Woolen, 47 tackles, 42 from Witherspoon. Jones, 35, same thing with Love. Kim Bjord the third, 30, 27 from Brisker. Hal Manuel, 26, 25 from Pritchett, 22 from Morrow, 20 from Williams. Sacks, 4 from Maffei, 3.5 from Manuel, 1.5 from Williams. Couple guys with 1. Interceptions, couple guys with 1, and that's it. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return as well. Great. Fantastic. So, that's what we've got. Struggling. So, we got some guys to negotiate. We have cap room a little bit. We have a little bit. Cross wants a lot of that money, so I will get it to him, and then everybody else is going to have to wait till the offseason. Like Charbonnet, White, Leonard Williams is going to have to wait till the offseason. Alright, Murphy's got an option. Alright. let's we gotta look here at trades. We have a lot of room. I need to get myself maybe rid of Sam Darnold. We'll look around and see what we can get. Maybe get some picks. I think I'm gonna have Sellers be the starting QB. And then, yeah, maybe we can get some other positions of need as well to improve the team for the second half of the season. But, yeah, right now, obviously not too great. So, let's see if I can, yeah, I'm just going to move on from Sam Darnold and give Sellers the opportunity to start since it just hasn't really worked out with him. It's a done deal here. Now, I traded away Sam Darnold and Kyle Van Noy. I know I'm getting Watson, 2 Watsons, Daniel Watson, Deshaun Watson, and as well as their first round, mainly for their first round pick this year. It's probably going to be better now again than Arnold and Van Noy. But we do get a Sam, which we need. And then we get ourselves Watson, who I believe is an expiring. Can I trade Watson? I might be able to trade Watson. I don't think I can trade Watson at all. If I can, I will, because I really don't want him. All right, a done deal with the Eagles. I flipped Watson for Thompson Robinson, as well as the 6th and the 7th. So I can now then make more trades if I need to. A done deal with the Jets to get Tippmann, Sherwood, and Garrett Wilson, for, as well as their 3rd round pick this year and 2 7ths in the following 2 years. I traded away one of the first rounders we got this year, as well as 2 firsts in 2020, 2029, 2 seconds, and a 3rd in 2028. It's a big trade. I'm hoping that these moves will help us out for the second half of the season. A lot of trades. Can we get better and maybe slip in as a playoff team? I highly doubt it. We'd have to have a really great second half of the season, but you never know. Definitely next year, we have to be a playoff team, for sure. All right, so surprisingly, we ended up making the playoffs. Really good second half of the season. We went, 9-8. So 8-2 the rest of the way, so not bad. Only 1 injury. Yeah, we ended up winning the NFC West. Fair on the Eagles, who we made a trade with, obviously. So let's take a look at the stats. And yeah, I mean, Lower Sellers, obviously, not terrible. 2,011 yards, 17 TDs, 6 interceptions, a 64% completion percentage, 118.2 pass rating, 95.5 pass rating, that is. Kenneth Walker the third, 1,172 yards, 8 TDs, 366 and 5 Zach Charbonnet. Lower Sellers, 251, 2 TDs. Receiving wise, 85, 8 TDs from Jack Smith-Jigbo. Garrett Wilson, 71 and 7. 778 and 3 from Rondell Moore. Noah Font, 441, 3 TDs. 324 and 1 from Torrey Horton. Sacks allowed, 10 from Lucas. Drub with 8. A few guys with 7. 4 from Gray and 1 from Richmond. Woolen, 95 tackles. 81 from Witherspoon. Jones the fourth, 66. 64 from a couple dudes. 63 from Sherwood. Yard the third with 60. 57 from Pritchett. A couple guys with 41. And diffs from there. Sacks, 9.5 from Maffei. White, 5.5, 4 from Williams. Murphy, 2. Murphy the second with 2. A few guys with 1 and several dudes with a half sack. You got your interceptions, 3 from Witherspoon, 2 from Love, and a few guys with 1. There's your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return as well. Great. Cool. Alright, so let me do my abilities, and then we'll get on to this matchup against the Eagles. So yeah, I'm just going to do this. So we're just going to... I like to not have as many... The more bronze I see, you know, because if you can have silver... Obviously, these can decrease if, you know, we'll go here with that. We'll go with that one. Oh, not enough stat points. Okay. Oh, I could actually do Dan Winters. I think if he has any bronzes, which actually is nothing, so never mind. All right. Yeah, I like to, you know, upgrade those if I can. Eagles have the advantage in everything except for opponent pass yards, so should be a fun matchup. Let's see if we can beat them and advance in the wild card. All right, so here we go. We have ourselves an interesting matchup here. Should be fun. Let's do it. Super Sim, fast forward to the end of the game. Let's get to it. First blood will go to the Eagles are up 3-0. We'll take the lead 7-3. Now it's 10-7 Eagles, 10-10 tie game, 17-10 Eagles tie game, and then they take the lead and they're up 27-17 now. We make it a 3-point game fourth quarter. They go up 10 again. And they're going to go up 17, and that's going to be it. So we lost the Eagles in the wild card. And I guess it's promising. And, you know, just Sellers, we'll see what he can improve on, and hopefully the team get better. Not too bad for a playoff debut. We'll take it, 41-24. Not the best, but hey, we were going nowhere fast, so promising start so far from Sellers. Chiefs beat the Eagles. Marquise Brown, Hollywood, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP. Brian Callahan, coach of Jamar Chase. Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, Abdul Carter. Denzel Boston, offensive rookie of the Bengals. Defensive rookie of the year is Danny Dennis Sutton of the Browns. Just in case you guys, I'm pretty sure I did show it. 2025, that's what it was. It was Ravens, Mike Green, Holmes, Harbaugh, Smith, Watt, Cam Ward, Jalen Walker. I don't know if I showed that. If I didn't, I'm showing it now for the MVP, Coach of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. That was last season. This is this season that I just went over. So, just in case. I may have forgotten to do that. So, we do have some money. I got some guys with options, basically Murphy. So, I'm going to try to re-sign some guys. There's really not a lot of guys to re-sign. And then, hopefully, we can have a little bit of money to play around with in free agency. So, let's see who we can keep and who we'll be testing. And we'll try to maybe, if we need to restructure contracts, we will. And if we don't, then we don't. All right, so Bradford, we're just going to let him test. That's fine. We'll have a little bit of money to play around with before I even consider restructuring contracts, which is cool. I don't think we have that many big contracts on the team anyway. But nevertheless, we do have some good players here. Kyle Hamilton being one of them, even though his extension should already be in the game. But it's not, I guess, yet. So, all right, I'm gonna look around, see if I need to see if I can restructure contracts so that we have a decent ability to sign some more players, and then we will go on from there. All right, we got a done deal with the Commanders. I got Newton, Martin, Coleman, as well as a 5th, 6th, 7th, and 2029 for our first round pick this year. So we get ourselves some additional pieces in Newton, Martin, and Coleman, as well as some 5th, 6th, 7th draft capital that we can use later on in the video for some extra draft depth at some of the rosters spots that we have. So now I don't have a first round pick, but that's fine, because the thing is, I had a good free agency. I didn't sign many guys, a few guys, but I got some, you know, pretty big names like, I don't know, Zay Flowers to be another wide receiver for us. Joey Bosa, right edge, why not? He's low on the older side. And then Cody Mock, why not? Right guard, bolster up the O-line. So good stuff. Still have a little cap room, and then obviously with the draft picks. So we'll see what ends up happening in the draft, and I'll show you guys a recap, and then we'll head on to season number 3, where hopefully, once again, we're a playoff-bound team. Draft recap, let's view the details, and you can see, got ourselves some good players here. Mainly on the defensive side of the ball, but we did get ourselves a halfback, but yeah, mostly in a left tackle. We got a couple safeties, a few safeties, a couple of them being strong, one of them being a free safety, another edge, defensive tackle, corner, Mike. So, not bad. All right, on season number 3. All right, so season number 3. Let's take a look at the roster. I think this team's going to be good this year. I think we can easily make the playoffs. I'm hoping, at least. Quarterbacks got Lenore Sellers, top player. Actually, let me see something. What is this? Morale 50. Okay. I don't know why the morale doesn't show here, which is weird. But yeah. Kenneth Walker, the third, Zach Charbonnet, and Kai Hughes, top 3 backs. Fullback, Robbie still. Wide receivers get Garrett Wilson, Jackson Jigba, and Zay Flowers. Those are really good. That's like 3 number 1 receivers basically on a team. So that's awesome. Noah Font, tight end. Left tackle, Charles Cross. Left guard's going to be Gray. Center's going to be Tippmann. Right guard, Cody. Right tackle, Lucas. Left edge, White. Right edge, Bosa. Defense tackle, Jerron Reed. Watson, Sam. Mike's going to be Jones the 4th. Will's going to be Tyrese Knight. Corners got Witherspoon, Woolen, and Covington. Julian Love, full re-safety. Strong safety is Jaquan Brisker. Kicking is Myers. Punting is Dixon. Stall is your long snapper. And that's pretty much what we've got going on for us. So take a look at the schemes. Yeah, as you can see, that's what we've got going on. So we're going to run spread. Let's try spread. Yeah, might as well. And then for defense, we'll go with the 46. We'll switch it up a little bit. All right. In terms of improving the team. We do have a little bit of money and cap room. Trades, that's good. Actually, I'd say more than a little bit of money. Chase Brown is out there. I mean, that's some good pieces that we could pick up. I feel like I need a defensive tackle as well. Sebastian Joseph Day could work. Got one more spot. If I take a look at the trade center, what do we need? I'm guaranteed it says defensive tackle being one of them, and yeah, it does. So you know what? Let's sign a free agent, and that's free agent will be Sebastian Joseph Day. We'll get ourselves another defensive tackle to add to the roster, and yeah, just for a season, why not? Should help us out a little bit. And yeah, that's it. I'm hoping we can make the playoffs. Let's see what EA thinks. So we are 6-1. Great season so far for your boys. We're doing well. Let's take a look here. See the rankings, the ratings, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we're doing good. Top 5 in 3 out of 6 categories. Top half the league in all of them, really. So that's good. It's really good. A couple injuries. Yeah, let's take a look at the stats. Sellers has been good. 1,431 yards, 13 TDs, 3 interceptions, 110 passer rating at a 68% completion percentage. That's good. My eyes. 392 and 2 TDs from Kenneth Walker III. Kai Hughes, 128, no TDs, 115 from Sellers. Eric Martinez, 96 and 2. Jackson Smith Jigba with the 475, 3 TDs, 285 and 2 from Zay Flowers. Garrett Wilson, 268, 4 TDs, 142 from Rondell Moore as well, getting some receptions. And Noah Font, 132, 1 TD. Sacks, 5 from Cross, 4 from Cody, a few guys with 3. Defensively, Jones the 4th, 32 tackles, 28 from Witherspoon, Brisker 24, 23 from Maffei. 8-man Worry, 22, 20 from Love. Yeah. 5 sacks from Maffei, Bosa, Reed, and Newton, 4 apiece. A couple guys with 2. 1.5 from Jones the 4th. A couple guys with 1. Half sack there from Eamon Worry. Interceptions, couple guys with 2, few with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return as well. So that is all she wrote. All right, great. So yeah, let's keep simulating. There's really no need for me to make any trades. I do have some good negotiations I can do. I would like to keep around a lot of these guys, like Witherspoon, Jigba, Jones, Julian Love. Lots of good players here. Obviously, we'll be able to restructure contracts in the offseason, too. To be able to re-sign a lot of these guys. But I'm sure we can re-sign some of these guys now, and I think it's worth it to do so. So hopefully we can keep around maybe a couple. And then at the offseason point, when we get to the offseason, we'll be able to... I'm not going to be able to keep Jackson right now, so it's out of the picture. Maybe Jones. We re-sign him. We can. At least offer. I'm sure he'll accept. He does. And then is there anybody else here that I could fit that maybe isn't too expensive? Maybe Watson. That should work. Yup. And then maybe one more guy. He wasn't that expensive. Reed? Not gonna be able to afford Reed now. All right, I'll look around. I'm just gonna go to the. We're just gonna go to the off season. Well, not the off season. The playoffs. I'll see you once in there. I'll try to see if I can make a couple more signings, and we'll go from there. We're in the wild card. Take on the Cowboys. We were 12-5. You can see the ratings compared to us. The ratings in general. A couple injuries for us, few for them. But let's take a look at stats, see what the story was. So yes, Sellers had a solid year, 3,760 yards, 34 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, 110.3 passer rating. Rush-wise, Kenneth Walker III, 976, 6 TDs, 335 and 4 from Hughes, 265 from Sellers, 119 and 2 from Martinez. 1,242 yards, 10 TDs from Jackson the Jigba, Zay Flowers, 782 and 5, 560 and 8 from Garrett Wilson, 555 and 5 from Font. Cross, 10 sacks, 7 from Tippmann. A couple guys with 6, 4 from Cody, and a couple guys with 1. 87 tackles from Ernest Jones IV. A couple guys with 72, 63 from Love. Eamon Worry with 56, 54 from Woolen, 51 from Bosa, 48 from Maffei. Covington with 43. Sacks, 12.5 from Maffei, 9.5 from Bosa. Newton 5, a couple guys with 4, a couple with 2. A few with 1, a couple with 1, and a half sack there from Witherspoon. 3 interceptions from Witherspoon, 2 from Brisker, and a few guys with 1. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, And punt return right there for those that are living the dream. Staff abilities. Alright, let's do this, and then I will get on to... we're going to Lumen Field. We are at home. Can we win against the Cowboys, or will we be futile in our efforts? I hope we're able to win, but there's no guarantees, right? First blood will go to the Cowboys. They're up 3-0, but we will take the lead. No, we won't just tie it up. They'll take the lead. They're up 10-3. Can we tie it? We make it 10-6. Second half, 10-6. Down 7. Now we're down 14, courtesy of the sim engine. Can't seem to score. We're going to lose this football game, it looks like. Yep, struggle to score, 23-6. Then again, you trade for your Seattle Seahawks. Not good whatsoever. Would have liked a better jump there, but losing in the wild card again, and it wasn't great. And Sellers did not do quite as great as I would have liked him to do. Bills beat the Eagles 28-27. Greg Russo, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP. Brian Callahan, Coach of the Year. Jaden Reed, Offense Player of the Year. Defense Player of the Year. Hudson from the Titans. Would have liked to have had him. Felix Florence, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Steelers Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ben Smart of the Cowboys. All right, on to the offseason we go. A lot of talented guys that I need to re-sign, so hopefully we can. You know, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be really tough. I'm going to have to restructure contracts too, so I'm going to do that pretty shortly after I offer some guys contracts here. See, hopefully they accept, and then yeah, we'll restructure and then go on to the offseason. I got a couple guys I want to test or leave. Barner, Haynes, whatever. It's fine. Doesn't really bother me. I am going to adjust these guys we just signed, and then I'm going to go on a free agency. There are some dudes that we could pick up, and it just, I think, makes a decent amount of sense. Try to add more talent to the team, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me restructure some more of these contracts just so we can free up a little bit more money to add some more talent to this roster. That way, we can actually get past the wildcard round. So this time around, I just made only a couple signings, but they were good signings. I got myself Nate Wiggins, another corner, and then Tier Tart, a defense tackle. Again, we can never have too many interior defenders. We got ourselves a corner as well, so now we have like 3 really good corners on the team, which is huge. That's, I think, pretty much about it. I don't think I have any first-round picks, so yeah, I guess we'll just fill out the rest of the draft. Yeah, we only have 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 2 7th, so we'll fill out the rest of the draft, rest of the team with some draft picks, and go on to season number 4. The draft recap, we're going to view it. This is what it's looking like. Rose, Rodriguez, Agnew, Madden, and Cunningham are the top guys. So they're beautiful stuff. I am going to advance to look at this roster for season 4. We've got ourselves Lenore Sellers as the QB. Kenneth Walker, third halfback with Hughes and Martinez. Fullbacks, Robbie. We've got Garrett Wilson, Jack Smith-Jigba, and Zay Flowers are the top 3 receivers, which is awesome. Tight end, Noah Font. Left tackle, Cross. Left guard, Zabel. Tipman at the center spot. Right guard, Cody. Lucas at the right tackle. Left edge is going to be Keon White. Right edge, Joey Bosa. Murphy the second as your top defensive tackle. Noon's up there too, though. Sam's going to be Watson. Daniel Watson. Ernest Jones the fourth, the Mike spot. Harry Stein at the Will. Witherspoon, Woolen, and Wiggins, top 3 corners. Free safety, Love. Strong safety is Brisker. Kicking is Myers. Punting is Michael Dixon. And Crystal, the long snapper spot. It's about as it's a pretty talented team. I hope we can make some noise and make playoffs, but I mean, it really comes down to after we make the playoffs, can we, win a playoff game? We haven't quite done that yet, so can we do so? See if the season's the season to do so. 7-0 at the mid-season point. Wow, fantastic stuff there. I mean, defensively, look at the ratings; they look crazy, but you know what? We've been winning the games, and I can't be mad at it. We do have some injuries as well too, so hopefully we can get healthy. Biggest thing right now is take a look at the stats, see how the team's playing. I mean, Norris Seller has been, nothing too crazy. 104-point pass rating, 65% completion percentage, 9 TDs, 2 interceptions, 1,304 yards. But nothing crazy about it. 774, 9 TDs from Kenneth Walker the third, 220 and 5 from Mackay Hughes. Receiving wise, 401, 3 TDs from Jackson Chigba, 285 and 2 from Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, 249, 1, 213 from Noah Font. Sacks allowed, 3 from Zabel, 2 from Lucas, a couple guys with 1. Defensively, we had 36 tackles from Eamon Worry, Woolen 32, 31 from Jones the 4th. Joey Bosa 28, 26 from Wiggins, 23 from White, and a few guys at 22. Keeps going from there. Sacks, 5.5 from Bosa, White 2.5, 1.5 from Knight. A few guys, several guys with 1.5 sack there from Gibson. You've got your interceptions as well. I wanted to show that, but I guess, okay, there we go. I think it's just 1. Yeah, Jones 4th. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. We have a chance to win the NFC. That would get us a bye, which would be huge. I mean, maybe. There's a chance. Obviously, we'll have to keep simulating, but let's negotiate some contracts here. I think we have any money? No, we don't. So that is fun stuff. So a lot of guys here have to wait on free agency. Then Sellers does have an option, which we'll accept. Outside of that, yeah, not much else to do. I mean, we could look to see if there are any trades that we can make. A little bit of money to play around with. Let's look around. We do have some future first. Noah Font, I could get a better tight end. I mean, Arroyo is okay. Yeah, like fine there. Sam, good on corners, good on safeties. Man, do I want to get in the tight end? I mean, Noah Font. Noah Font's fine. What's wrong with him? I mean, Arroyo's all right, but we can move him and then get a better tight end than Font could be the backup. Right tackle, Lucas is fine. Could get a backup instead of Mason. Mason's cool. I like that. Picture. And then left edge, defensive tackle. Ooh, I do need another one. I guess might as well. Maybe. All right, defensive tackle and a tight end. Let's try to see if we can finagle a move like that. Get a done deal here with the Chargers. I traded away 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. 2030, 2031. Since seasons won't be going around outside of that after, you know what I mean? We also got their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th this year. Gadsden the 2nd, as well as Franklin Meyer. So you need a tight end, defensive tackle, and we got that in one trade. So that is going to be it for me. I'm going to simulate the rest of the season, and we will see you guys in the playoffs, because I think we'll be able to make it. Starting off 7-0, should be able to. All right, 15-2. I was going to say, did we make it? Well, we did. So we won the NFC. Very nice. Automatically in divisional. That's huge. So we look at these stats. 3,450 yards, 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 113.3 passer rating, 68% completion percentage from the Lenore Sellers. 1,564, 15 TDs from Kenneth Walker III. 428, 6 TDs from Mekhi Hughes. Lenore Sellers, 399, 2 TDs. Jack Smith-Jigba, 1,113 yards, 10 TDs, 747 and 7 from Garrett Wilson. 568 and 3 from Zay Flowers. Noah Font, 479, 2 TDs. 312 and 5 from Kenneth Walker III on receiving as well. Charles Cross, 8 sacks allowed, 5 from Lucas, 4 from a couple of dudes, 2 from Coleman, 1 from Cody. Tackles, 81 from Jones, 4, 77 from Woolen. Eamon Worry, 71, 67 from Witherspoon, Brisker, 58, Cindy with Bosa. 55 from Wiggins, 54 from Love, 53 from White. And yeah, sacks, 11.5 from Bosa, 6.5 from White. Therese Knight, 5, 3.5 from Newton. Watson, Franklin Myers, 3 apiece, 2.5 from Murphy II. Several dudes with 1 and a couple with a half sack. Bunch of guys with 1 interceptions. I mean, that's wonderful to see. DB kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return as well. All right, listen, I'm going to adjust the staff abilities, and then, yeah, we're going to get on to simming in the Super Sim. Match was going to be the Panthers. They were 9-8. You saw they started like 6-1. They had a bit, I guess, bad second half of the season. However, they do have some talented pieces. Their defense is really good, rating-wise. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've got for us. So we're going to have one on the Super Sim. Let's see if we can win as the Seahawks, get ourselves to an NFC Conference Championship game in season number 4. That would be wonderful. Love to be able to hop on in here to a game or something, you know. close. Carolina or Seattle. It is raining, by the way. Must mean that we are in Seattle. Yep. So we are going to go up 7-3 after the first quarter. Take an 11-point lead. 21-3, second half. We score first. No, they are not letting us score first. Now we do. Okay. Yeah, we're going to win this football game easily. 34-3. Make it 34-10. Good win. And on to the conference championship. Shout out to your Seahawks. This Lenore Sellers, I imagine, had a good game. He sure did. Tyson Dawson. I don't think he started. No, he did not. Bryce Young got hurt. Okay, there you go. All right, on to the championship game. Packers are the next matchup. Yeah, we're taking on the Packers. So that you can see their rankings and ratings compared to ours. I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, I feel like we should be the better team. I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Let's just hop on into the Super Sim, see if we can win against the Packers and try to beat them. All right, so here we go. Lumenfield, Seattle Seahawks. That's the matchup. Get Flowers back there. All right, we're going to Super Sim this, as usual. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game, and we're going to see what happens. First blood will go to the Packers. Can we tie it? We do tie it. They'll take the lead. We tie it right back. And going to the second half, it is tied up. We take the lead. First blood in the second half. If we can go up 14 here, that'd be huge. We don't. They're going to be... Okay, it's an 8-point game. We're going to normal speed this bad boy. We might hop in. 9-yard rush from Josh Jacobs. Second one. 5-yard rush Jordan Love. 2:22 to go. 47-yard line. Get a 7-yard rush. We're going to hop in. It's an 8-point game. This is where, you know, we can show you guys good content. Exciting content. It's a close game. That is a great tackle. That'll be 3rd and 3 right there. That was Gibson on the tackle, by the way. So good for him. All right. They're going to get a first down anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that'll be a timeout. Yep, of course. I don't even know who the first non-playoff team is. I have no idea. Or the first playoff team, rather, will be. I have absolutely no idea. That is a first down for the Packers. Clock will continue to run. Listen, they score here. They get 2. Hopefully they don't, but they probably will. And they're just shy the 1-yard line with 1 timeout left. They'll likely punch this in. If we can prevent the 2-point conversion, we can win this football game. Great sack. Yeah, great tackle. Great attack right there. 2nd and 3. Texans second goal, but at the 3-yard line. So they were at the 1-yard line, now at the 3-yard line. They'll probably get it here. They do. They do. Tucker Kraft doing some weird dancing. And they're going for 2. So you start at the 2-yard line when you go for 2. If we can prevent them from getting the 2-point conversion, that would be great. Will we be able to do so? Will we be able to do so? Oh, we do! Jordan Love had it. He was going for the run, reached out, but he lost the ball. Are they going to review this? They will not. Yeah, he didn't get in. I don't think he got in. Jordan Love. And then recovered by Ernest Jones-Ford. So now it is a 2-point game. They're going to onside kick. We just got to recover it. Hopefully we do. And we do. So, beautiful stuff. And all we have to do is just kneel. Which I think that's what we're going to do. There you go. Exciting stuff there, but we will be going to the Super Bowl in season number 4. Shout out to the Seahawks for getting the job done against the Packers. We did our thing. Very good. Super Bowl bound. Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl bound. Very nice. And it's the Jets in the Super Bowl. Cool matchup. You see their ratings compared to us, the rankings and all that fun stuff. They have Watson out. Sellers is out for... that's a problem. That is a problem. I didn't realize he was injured. What the heck happened to him? Injuries. Let's see. I gotta see what happened. I don't know where to go. Injury report. There we go. Broken thumb. So who's my quarterback? Who is my quarterback? I have no idea. Jalen Milroe. Alabama's finest, Jalen Milroe, is my quarterback. Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe. Alabama's finest. Okay. Well, he gets his chance to shine in the Super Bowl, I guess. Most important game of the season. And, all right. I mean, listen. If there was any time I needed Milroe to step up, it would be here. I had to double check if it was Milroe starting because I had no idea. So it is him, I guess. Great. Let's see if we can beat the Jets then. Terrible weather. 7-0. We are down 14-0. Second half, really bad weather. 21-0. We can't score. We cannot score. We scored once. Okay. So, 31-7. Got blown out. Terrible weather. And the game was like, you're just going to not have your quarterback, your starting quarterback. And we had to go with literally Jalen Milroe in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's tough, man. It's just tough. You know, it's really tough. It's unfortunate. I mean, they had Miles Gay. All right. Now we have one more season. So, yeah, I mean, kind of unfortunate that we had that injury. Miles Gay, Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, NFL MVP. Mike McDonald, our coach of the year. Great, I guess. League Nable's offensive player of the year, defense player of the year was Micah Parsons, who's on the Cowboys still because the roster. Yeah. Eric Silva, offensive rookie of the year. Commanders, defensive rookie of the year, Jalen Ballard of the Raiders. Great. All right, on to the off-season. Yeah, re-sign players. Over the cap. So, this is a problem. Over the cap. Can't sign any of these dudes unless I restructure. And even then, if I restructure, I don't think it's going to even be enough. So, I think I might be screwed. But we'll see. I'm going to try to free up some cap and hopefully sign these players. I don't know who's got the big one that'll free up the most money. I have no idea. Maybe it's Cross. Nope. All right. Hopefully we can free up enough money. All right. Bad news. I'm way over the cap. Why is that bad news? Well, it means goodbye to Eamon Worry, Byron Murphy II, Gadsden the second, Joe Tippmann, Martin, Horton. A lot of guys that would be solid pieces for us to run it back and try to win. But I'm going to be losing them since I can't afford to keep them. So I'm going to have to make trades to try to get, I guess, rookies. Because I'm not going to have money in free agency. Way over the cap. I tried restructuring. It just doesn't free up enough money. So free agency. Can't sign any of these dudes like Bosa. Jalen Hurts. Would love to have Jalen Hurts. But wow. Yeah. Little Deo's out there. Goff. Check. A lot of good players. Especially quarterbacks, too. A lot of good quarterbacks. Alright. So, what are we going to do? We're going to have to obviously acquire more picks. Now, we do have a third, I think, this year. But that's really, we have a second as well. We do have actually a lot of picks this year. I'm going to try to see if we can move some of these picks then. To try to get some, like, extra 5th, 6th, and 7th or something. And then we will go from there. A 5th, 6th, 7th from the Titans. For 2 4ths and 2 7ths. 6th and 2 7ths from the Cardinals for 2 5ths, 2 6ths. Future picks. So that is what we've got. That's it. I'm going to have to just try to round out the rest of the team since, like I said, we're not going to have enough money to sign anybody and re-sign a lot of our guys. So we're losing a lot of dudes, but hopefully we can add some more guys in the draft. Hopefully the draft's decent. We get some diamonds in the roughs and maybe we can make an impact in our first season. And for us, our 5th and final season, that is. So the recap. Look at it. Listen, got a couple good pieces. Jeff Shune's a good piece, but Dobbins, a lot of players. Some players that might be able to help me out next season. So we'll see what happens. They're probably gonna all be on the roster. So that's it. I'm not gonna be able to sign anybody. Don't think I'm gonna be making any trades. So this is the team going to season number 5. Look at the roster. This is it. Final season. Sellers back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Kenneth Walker III with Hughes and Martinez, top 3 backs. No fullbacks. Wide receiver, you got Jack Smith, Jigwood, Garrett Wilson, and Zay Flowers. Tight end is going to be Jeff June. One more font. Charles Cross, left tackle. Left guard's going to be Gray. Center, nobody. Right guard, Cody. Right tackle, Lucas. Left edge, White. Right edge, Malte. Defense tackle, Newton. Sam's going to be Watson. Mike's going to be Jones at 4th. Tyrese Knight's going to be the Will. Corner's going to be Witherspoon, Wiggins, and Woolen. Free safety, Love. Brisker is going to be the strong safety. No kickers. Punter, Dixon. No long snapper. And that's it. So, anyways. Let's advance on to week number... whenever midseason is. I don't know when that midseason is. That's where we're going to go. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. Midseason point, 5-1. You can see the ratings compared to us. Not bad for the Cowboys when you see where we are. But yeah, we're top opponent rush charts first. 4th in opponent passers, 8th in rush. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're close to 11. Yeah, close to the top 10 in 5 out of 6. We're 11th in offense points per game and opponents points per game. Only thing we don't do well is pass, but that's fine. We only have 1 injury, so that's good so far. And if I take a look at the stats, I mean, Sellers has been decent. 1,195 yards, 11 TDs, 3 interceptions, 74% completion percentage, 112.8 pass rating. And it's better than decent, to be honest, but still, it's good. Kenneth Walker III, 241 TD, 272 from Hughes, 133, 1 from Martinez. Sellers, 109 and 1 TD. Yards, 371, 1 TD from Garrett Wilson. Jackson with Jigbo, 309, 3 TDs, 241 and 2 from Zay Flowers, 149 and 1 from Jeff June. Sacks allowed, you've got a couple guys with 4, a couple with 2, and a few with 1. Defensively, 33 tackles from Witherspoon, Wiggins 31, 27 from Jones 4th, Gibson 24, 22 from Brisker, White with 21. Sacks, you've got 3.5 from White, Newton 2.5, same thing with Mafe, 2 from Rhodes, Knight 1.5, couple guys with 1, couple guys with a half sack. Interceptions, 2 from Love, and several guys with 1. You have your kicking, you have your punting, you have your kick return, and you have your punt return as well. Great to see. All right. So, yeah, I mean, listen, the only loss we had was against the 49ers. If we had won that matchup, we'd be 6-0. But we didn't win it, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting to be going undefeated anyway. But can we have a good second half of the season? Maybe make the playoffs again? I would hope we can. So, like I said, don't think I'm going to make any trades. I'm over the cap. No trades. So, just going to sim it and hope for the best. 13-4, which means we won the NFC again and we'll be in the wild card automatically. You can see the rankings. We were top 3 in 5 out of 6 categories. Only pass yards 22nd. So good season. Maybe we can make up for last season. Hopefully we can stay healthy. I mean, Lamar Sellers almost nearly 3,500 yards, just 1 yard short. 31 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 114.2 pass rating, and a 72% completion percentage. Rush-wise, Kenneth Walker III, 1,169, 7 TDs, 348 from Martinez. Sellers 24 and 5 receiving. We've got 1-1-1-1 from Jackson Jigba and 13 TDs, 896 and 4 from Wilson. Zay Flowers 711 and 3, 421 and 4 from June. Dips from there. Sacks allowed 8 from Lucas, 6 from Cross, 4 from James, 3 from Cody and Trailer, 2 from Banfield, and a few guys with 1. You have your kicking. Actually, don't have kicking. You have your defense first. Tackles 794 there from Jones, the 4th, 78 from Witherspoon, Gibson 74, 61 from Wiggins. You can see it kind of just dips from there. Sacks, 14.5 from White. A couple guys with 7, a couple with 6, 4.5 from Gibson. A couple guys with 2.5, 1.5 from Witherspoon. Love with 1, and a half sack from Brisker. 5 interceptions from Love, 4 from Woolen, 2 from Witherspoon, and several dudes with 1. If you're kicking, punting. Kick return and punt return. Also Cam Little. Shout out to Cam Little. How we doing, Cam Little? Great name. Really cool name. Cam Little. I love it. Let me do my abilities, and hopefully we don't have too many injuries. But I guess we'll see that when we get to the divisional. Panthers are the matchup. You can see the ratings compared to us. I hope we can win it. I feel like we should. and see what EA thinks. We'll hop on into the Super Sim, fast forward to the end of the game, and hopefully we win. All right, let's see if we can win this game, the divisional. And, yeah. Let's go for it. We're going to Super Sim, fast forward to the end of the game, and see what happens. So first blood will go to Carolina. We tied up, and then we have the lead. Okay, we took the lead. They tied it. We took the lead again. Now we're up 14. We're up 7. We're up 10. 17. Up 24. 18 again. All right, we're going to score 52 points. They're going to be 52-34. A lot of scoring. And we win the football game. Go back to the NFC Conference Championship game again. Hopefully not have anybody injured. So that was his thing. I like it. 52-34. On to the Conference Championship. So the Giants in the matchup. EA's been liking them lately. They do have only one injury, so we'll see what happens against them. They got some good players. Some really good players. We'll see if we can win against them and get to the Super Bowl for our second straight season, or will the video end here? Hopefully the video doesn't end here. I want to get to the Super Bowl and try to win it. So we are going to Seattle again. Giants for the matchup. Can we win? Or will we lose? Well, first blood will go to the Giants. We will tie it. Second quarter, they go up 3. They go up 10. We can't seem to score anymore. We're down 10 now. Down 7. We tied up. And they're going to take. Okay, they take a field goal. That's fine. We have a chance here. Kick here. Kick off there. We're going to go hop on in. Right here. We're going to hop in. All right, we're at the 44-yard line. All right, we just have to try to tie it bare minimum. But we're trying to take the lead here. And we will get ourselves first down. 41-yard line. We are in command. I'm just going to double check this layoff bracket. I got to load that up for us just for next time. Ooh, good stuff there. And all right. 2nd and 4, 34-yard line. We're in field goal range. But I'd like to get a first down. I would like to try to win this game, personally. That is not a good pass. But you know what? There is a flag. And that's going to be pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down. So why wouldn't we take it? And injury timeout, dual Carter. That's a big one because it's their best. That's their best edge. Defense player of the year caliber kind of player, you know, Abdul Carter. So this is good stuff here. All right, June catches it. 2nd and 3. We're gonna call a timeout. That's our first one. Minute 4 to go. 2nd and 3. At the 20-yard line. Not quite. Yeah, okay, we got a first down. That's good. All right, we're going to call a timeout. Minute to go. We have 1 timeout left with the 15-yard line. Very doable for us to score a touchdown here and take the lead. I mean, I would love to do that if possible. Let's see if we can. June is going to be just shy at the 6-yard line. I mean, we got a timeout left, so that's fine. 1-yard line. Try to get first and goal. If we can. Oh, we're getting sacked. Okay, we're going to get sacked there. 3rd and 1. Stop the clock. That's fine. We don't have to use a timeout, which is good. First down would be great. Or a touchdown, really, would be the ideal scenario. All right, run it in. Sellers! Touchdown. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, so 20 seconds to go. We've got 1 timeout. We got to make it a 4-point game here, so make that extra point. We do just that. So now they need to score a touchdown to win the game. With 20 seconds. Now they have all 3 timeouts. That's the only positive, I guess. All the other positives, they're going to be at the 35-yard line. So does give them 65 yards, 3 timeouts. That is doable. It's not easy, but it's Jackson Dart, EA's favorite quarterback as of late. And they don't have to use a timeout there, so that's good. For them, at least. Not good for us, but good for them. So 4-yard gain, though. 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 6. Again, just don't commit pass interference. That's the last thing I want to do. Again, they don't have to use a timeout. 11 seconds to go. 48 yards. 52 yards left because it's going Yeah, 48th on this, oh, that side. Short pass. They call timeout. 5 seconds. I don't know if they got the first. No, they did get the first down. This is probably the last play for them. 41 yards. They're probably going end zone here. And, wow, great catch. With 1 second to go. This is doable. 15-yard line. We got to play defense. An interception. That is a big interception right there. That is a gigantic interception. Wow. Wow. We win 31-27. A pick. End the game. Clinch our spot in the Super Bowl for the second straight year. This time, can we win it? We have no injuries this time, so maybe, just maybe, we can win it. The matchup is going to be against the Jaguars. You can see the ratings here to us in the rankings. I mean, they do pass a lot more than we do. Travis Hunter's the best player. Look at that. Look at that. Travis Hunter. 92 overall. All right. Can we win a Super Bowl in our 5th and final season? This is our second straight year of making it. This time we actually have our quarterback. Let's find out. All right. Let's see if EA does the funny and has me lose. We'll see. We jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood. Goes to Jacksonville. They're up 7-0. Make it 14, courtesy of the sim engine. We'll make it 14-7. Can we get a stop? No, we can't. Down 17. That's pretty bad. All right. 10-point. Well, 17 again. 10-point game. Get a stop. Nope. We're going to lose this game. Yep. All right. It's over. 45-28. EA was like, you're not going to win, my friend. 2 Super Bowls and 2 losses. I feel like last year's team was better, and we would have won if you know, friggin' Sellers didn't have a broken thumb, but just wasn't the case. So EA was like, "Yep, just not gonna win. Just not going to win against the Jaguars, huh?" Couldn't play defense today. It's weird. Whatever. All right, so let's look at the season recap. Again, 2 straight Super Bowls. Trevor Lawrence, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Mac Williams, Coach of the Year. Jack Beck, the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of Micah Parsons. Nick Correa, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Eagles. And then Darius Dowling, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Dolphins. It's full screen. Close it out. Yeah, really unfortunate. Made 2 Super Bowls. Couldn't win it. Either of them. Really sucks. But that is the EA special, as I like to say. All right. What I will say is this. That was our final non-playoff team, I'm pretty sure. So, the way it's going to work now is, let's see, this video is coming out on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. So, Friday, because we'll have a 2K video on Thursday, it'll be AFC, NFC. We'll alternate in the playoffs based on standing. So, in the AFC, it's actually easy because there were no upsets, right? So, the Broncos would be the first team in the AFC. So, that's who we're going to be doing. Now, in the NFC, well, there were a couple upsets. We had, only one upset. Well, one in the first round, I should say. In the wildcard round. So we had the Packers. So it's going to be Broncos-Packers. Then it would be like, Steelers. But then Vikings, because the Commanders won. And then it would be Chargers-Buccaneers. Because the Buccaneers were 3 seed, but they lost in the wild card. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's, and Lions, even though they're the number 1 seed, lost 6 seed to Commanders. So they would be a team that got eliminated in the divisional, so we would do them. Hopefully that makes sense. It'll make sense. You just gotta watch it. Eventually we're doing all the teams anyway, so your team will come up. If it hasn't come up already. So even if they don't need a rebuild. Because I'm just, what else? I'm playing with the Eagles. No one's going to click that. All right. Anyways, I'm done. I'm going to head out now. Guys, take care. We'll see you soon. Peace.